Stars enabled. Yay. Hey y'all, Samantha, Sam I Am Bell Wreath Designs. Welcome. I should have wiped my phone down before I hit live and I didn't think about it. So before everybody jumps on, if you're on replay, close your eyes real quick because this really is blinding. Close your eyes. I don't like doing that but I want to do it for everybody gets on here for live. Okay. Ooh, here we go. All right, y'all. We got to rock and roll. We got to get our ladybug done. I've done nothing else because I've been on the phone and doing all the things for all the people because that's what I do. Welcome. If you're on the replay, you can do all the things as well. Hit that like, love, heart down there at the bottom. Laugh. I don't care. Just don't cry. And, I mean, if you need to cry, go ahead. We're here for you. Hey, y'all. Let me get to my live. I did try to get here, y'all. Everybody and their mama. I need help. Can you help me do this? Y'all. I need help, too. I need help. Okay. How are y'all today? Y'all, don't let me forget today is our drawing for the, y'all are on here, like, fast. Like, Johnny on the spot. Y'all ready? Because I kept saying I'll be there. Hold on. Y'all, people need all the things. So do I. Okay. Anywho, moving right along. What was I going to say? Don't let me forget the drawing. Today is March 31st. We got our drawing for March. I have not pulled, y'all, I have sent so much stuff lately, and but yes, Samantha's still pulling stuff out. We have things, y'all. Where am I going? Who am I? Where are we? Y'all don't know. Hang on, lives. It should be me somewhere around there. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all. Hello, my dear friends. Hello, Miss Pam. Not Pam. Not Pam. Pam. Jennifer. I see the P and I want to say Pam. I'm sorry. It's Jennifer. Paul and Jennifer. How are you doing? Kathy, yes. Hey, did you get my message about being on the messenger? That work for you? And listen, if you're not getting notifications, Facebook does just randomly decide to cut them off. I don't know. I was going to say, my phone looks dark, but I don't look dark down here. Let me see if I can hit this other button. I don't know. Yeah. I hate this phone. Just lie. Okay. Anywho. Hello, my dear friend. Hello. Okay, let's see. Go on there. Okay, no worries. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Let's not be worried. Okay, rock and roll. Don't let me forget about the drawing for March. And I'm going to do the March drawing. I'm going to send Sally in England her package that's way, late. But, hey, I told her the other day, use it next year, y'all. Samantha is one human. Hold on, I dropped my notebook, y'all. I need more desk. I need less stuff, probably. But anyway, moving right along. All right, let me get y'all over here. You okay? Good girl. All right, look, I don't know about that if I'm okay or not, but it is what it is. Y'all, Samantha just threw her hair in a scrunchie. It looks crazy, but who cares, right? Whoosah! Okay, I've done nothing more. Y'all, we sitting here. I started working on it last night. I started to come live, and I got on, and I'm kind of glad I did. But I got into my settings on, like, when y'all message me or when someone message me, there's options on Messenger that's like, what's your prices, and, what is shipping included, or what is the shipping rate, and so anyway, all of that was outdated because I'm like, ooh, y'all, that is not right. So we're going to start, y'all. We're just going to start. We're going to pick up where we left off. And I love this mesh. I never did have a chance to look it up. I tried to order some stuff from Amazon, and I need to do it from Prime. Well, Amazon decided to go ahead and send order it. And I'm like, no, wait, where's my discount? Because I get a discount with Prime. Well, got to be on Prime, not just Amazon. So anyway. So here I am and having to delete all that, and then it just now charged me for something, and I'm hoping it's Prime that I paid for, because I don't think I have anything else through just Amazon. I don't know. Who knows, y'all? Samantha pays for things I don't even know I got, things I don't even use, but I'm so afraid to let it go because I might need it. Lord forbid I figure out how to work it. Has anybody on here ever used Canva? I paid for it, been paying for it for quite a while. I've just never had the time to really sit down and figure it out. I need to cut my ribbon. Well, we're going to add the ribbons on top anyway. remember yesterday and see how that looks like it's, see how it looks like I, like, burned it, like, in a curve right here? I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah. Kind of like it dips in. Well, because it's not really it's dipped in. It's because the mesh has waves in it. That's what I was trying to straighten up yesterday. Is I'm trying to burn this straight down that one line. It's because it's got a wave in it naturally. And so it looks like I gouged it, but I didn't. It's just because of the wave. Hi, my dear girlfriend. Okay. Make sure I don't, y'all know I don't see all the comments. We're just going to be here. We're going to talk about good things. We're going to feel the good vibrations. I did post, and that's one thing that kind of took me a little time. I've had several of y'all asking, and that's okay. I appreciate it, about the stars. You're not expected to do that. I do appreciate it greatly if you do, but you do not have to, by no means. Do not feel obligated, by no means. And so anyway, I was writing out, because a lot of people don't even know what they're about or what they're for. And so I did explain it to the best of my abilities. I hope I didn't go around in circles, because Samantha overthinks things a lot of times. I don't know why. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. So anywho, get off. So anyways, y'all, went last night to take her to work, right? Well, she's like, hey, you want to stop at, what do you call it? Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't normally eat a whole lot when she wants to go eat before she goes to work, which is fine. She's got the money. So anyway, I'm like, it's not my cup of tea, because I don't really like wings. There's not enough meat. Okay, see right here how that's raveling, how that's fraying, and do you see why? Do you see where I missed it? And there's little pieces right here that's not in that same line. So I do have the wood burner heated up. There went my phone upside down. I'm trying to charge that phone. Let me just take it out of the charger for now, because it's okay. All right. So anyway, so we went to the Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was just gonna get a little side dish or something, just tie me over till I got back home or whatever. Because I'm not a big wing person. There's not enough meat on a wing. Now, if you want to bring out some drum and some legs or something, okay. Yeah, I'm just not a wing person. That's too much trouble. But anyway, I ordered, I don't go, I have only been in there maybe 2 or 3 times in my life. But anyway, they have this burger. It's called a brisket burger. And so, y'all, that thing was so good. And yes, brisket is like top priority of the meats of the barbecues, but it was the bomb. So I don't know if y'all are a big wing person or not, but, and then Chris messaged me. I just sat down at the restaurant, and he's texting, am I on my own for dinner again? I'm like, yeah. He didn't answer. I was like, well, I'm here if you want anything. And I sent him a copy of the menu. And he didn't ever answer. And I'm like, well, I guess you don't. And then, I don't know, 10 minutes later, he's like, oh, I didn't see it. Well, you better tell me what you want if you want something. Because she's got to, like, eat and go, right? Because she was just right. It was just a minute from her job. But because she works downtown. So, anyway, point being, and see, I do want this to look good, because I had a little piece that I had to go back and burn just a little bit off because it was fraying. And it's just, y'all, again, it's the burner is not going to just magically never make it, it does keep a lot of it from fraying. I do love the burner. A lot of people don't like the smell. I haven't never had a problem with that. But now, I was listening to one of my lives earlier, talking about, I don't smell this, but some people do. And I guess, too, it depends on the type of material that you're burning as to what you might or might not smell. You know what I mean? So some of it might be just a little different, like the different type of plastic versus the foil in it or what have you. I don't really know. So there's that. Thank you. Thanks, Yul. Sorry about you. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What'd you do? What happened? Hold on. I say something about your grandson. Hold the line. What happened? What happened? Oh, that's exciting. Okay, you scared me. Got your new grandma. Y'all scared me. Okay. I hate wings like eating, but I know, right? Okay. Good, Susan. Y'all, I said, PJ put sorry, great grandson. I thought something done happened. I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. Whoo! Scared me. Scared me. You scared me. Okay, so, grandson. When was he born? How big is he? We need to know the details. We need details. How you doing, girl? I'm glad all's well. Glad all's well. My sister, y'all, when I've only had one child that I gave birth to. But anyway, I have many, but yeah. So her one job was to film it. And she, yeah, I had to go back. It scared me. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happened? Yeah. Because she said, sorry, great grandson. And I'm like, oh, wait, sorry, what are we sorry about? Yeah, thank goodness that was me misreading. But, okay, so my water breaks like today at 10 a.m. And I'm like panicking because I ain't never had a kid before. And my son's father, bless his soul, resting all the stuff, y'all. That's got to be fun up there with him right now. But anyway, moving along. So, he's like, you sure you're not, you sure you're not peeing on yourself? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure because I can't stop this. There's no stopping this. And so anyway, he's in there. I'm in the car. I done got a towel. I'm in the car because it's a coming. The water is just a coming. He's in there writing his mama a book, a love letter. I'm like, can we go? Because I was getting out of the shower. As I stepped out, the plug fell. And I don't know if y'all are probably about my age, maybe a little older. But anyway, there was a show back on the day, the PBS public, broadcast system. And it was educational. But it was called 3, 2, 1 Contact. And in the opening of that show, it showed a water droplet. And it would show it going, slow motion. That's the way the plug fell. Slow motion. I was like, oh. Yeah. But we were fixing to go eat at the Olive Garden. Thank goodness it happened prior. But, I would have liked to have had 8 because I should have went on and 8 had I known, y'all. So my water broke today at 10. What a lovely way. Oh, wait. It's so beautiful, skin smooth. I love, y'all, there ain't nothing better than a smelling fresh baby. 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Cool. How long was he? And so I'm out in the car waiting and waiting. And I go in, I'm like, what are you doing? He's in there writing a book. I said, we can call her. She's just 10 minutes from the hospital. Okay. Okay, so anyway, I don't even know what he wrote. I go back to the car. I started just to drive myself. Anyway. Y'all, I didn't have him till tomorrow at noon, literally. I think it was 12:06 or something like that. But I have it wrote down. I have it actually in my phone and my contacts because I can't never remember. Okay, so I know he was a nooner because I'm a nooner and I like to sleep till noon and all the things. So, point being, I wound up having a dry birth because all the water had left, I guess, if you will. But then he got wedged and his head was stuck. And so again, back to the point, my sister had one job and that was to film it. Well, they got a little worried because, it had been a lot. Look, Samantha was at -0 when I got to the hospital. Had to get to, +10. And so I had not even started dilating or nothing, y'all. And the only class I didn't attend was how to give birth. I was so mad at him that day. I was so mad. And that probably would have helped me a lot, to know the things I shouldn't have done. But anyway, the doctor told my sister to quit filming because he was worried because Bradley's blood pressure had got low. And, my mother got upset because she's like, he should have took you into emergency C-section. And so, but I did deliver him all natural because by then all that shot done wore off hours ago. And Thank God it was fine, but they made her quit recording because they're afraid something would happen. I'm like, we could have deleted or threw the tape away. I'll never have it. She made me so mad. She's so dumb. Y'all ever got a dumb relative that's just dumb? Went to have Tom at 9 in the morning and had Tom Friday morning. And I had him Saturday night at 3. Saturday night at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah, well, it's almost the same. Mine was noon. Yours is 3. I was at 10. Yours is 9. Yeah, splitting hairs there. But he got wedged, y'all. And Tad, my ex, he has a big head. Well, so does my son. I can't remember the circumference. I want to say 9 or something crazy. I don't know, y'all. It was huge, okay? He had a big old head. Big old head. Too many morons. You moron. I had to think about Reba. Y'all remember Reba's show? You moron. You a moron. To court in some... Too many morons in court in some families. To count. God, I can't read, y'all. If I don't go get my eyes done. Y'all look at that head of hair. If I don't go get my eyes done and something done to that head of hair. Y'all. It kind of looked cute earlier because it was kind of like cute. But I don't know about now. But anyway... Lordy mercy, my water broke 16 hours for Yes. Okay. You got his meat there. Now, did you say how long? You didn't say how long he was. Yeah, Bradley was 22 inches long, and he was shy of 9 pounds. 8'16", or 8'15 and a half, something. It was shy of 9 pounds. So, and I knew it was a boy, and everybody's like, I kept calling it a he the whole time I was pregnant. Everybody's like, you gonna give it a complex? I'm like, no, I'm not, because it's a boy. I just knew. I don't know why, I just knew. Yeah, he was so beautiful. He was a kid. He was just a child. He was probably about 7 or 8, I don't know. 7, 8, somewhere around there. And he heard me talking to somebody about that, and me saying that I wanted a boy, that everybody thought it was going to be a girl. But I said I wanted a boy, and he thought I meant I wanted a girl, and he started crying, and I'm like, oh, no, baby. It preyed on me some more, y'all. Hold on. And Samantha don't like that. But anyway, he, bless his heart, he just started crying. I'm like, no, baby. Mama wouldn't have not look. If I had a girl, oh, y'all, I'm not frills and lace. Y'all can see that. I'm not. Look, Samantha ain't frills and lace about nothing. My sister and her old man, they used to take him with them going mud riding, and Bradley was like 6 months old in a car seat going up the mountains in the truck. And my sister's more or less old man. They've been together since Bradley, just shortly after Bradley was born, they got together. So they've been together 22 years. Hey, Christy, thank you so much, y'all. Christy sent me my first stars. I was so excited. Y'all, I wasn't sure. And it did tell me a while ago, and it must have told me that yesterday. Did y'all see my live yesterday? I told y'all when I went live, it's going to have this crazy picture on the thumbnail. I'm going, like all this crazy bug eye going up, because I was trying to read what was on the screen. And of course, Facebook will capture that crazy moment every time. I'm like, oh my gosh. I did do a screenshot. I was going to post it, and I never did. But y'all see it. Anyway. Thank you so much. But y'all, it's nice, and I'm excited because I've been trying to do it for a year. But they're available on Reels and I guess in the live too. But I'm assuming, well, yeah, because when I went live just now, it said they're enabled. And then I thought it told me something about having to set up my payment for it. And I go in there and it's like, not eligible. It still says I'm not eligible, but I'm getting them. I don't know. They've changed some of it. Like, I don't think they're doing the Reels bonuses with the stars and stuff anymore. But you still get paid, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure because they're just now fixing to change it. So anyway, y'all try and get this to curl right. All right, just go with it, Samantha. Good gravy. Okay, so anyway. So my sister didn't record my delivery, and I was so upset. I mean, beyond upset. I was so upset. I'm like, really? Well, he told me to. I said, I don't care. I told you to do it. Dang bad. Gosh. I mean, again, you can always toss it. You can't go back and get it. Y'all, she couldn't have children. And God does things for a reason. And there are some things I understand for reasonings and some things I don't. But she didn't know. She can't. She can't take care of herself most days. And I say that honestly. But it's sad too because she did have twins at one time. And she did have, she lost so many. And she did try to do the injections and stuff. She wound up passing out one day, and she woke up and crawled to the neighbor's house to call. And so anyway, she wound up having a tumor on the pituitary gland, which is on the back of your spine, on the back of your brain stem in that area. The pituitary gland controls every function of your body. But it has not grown. It hasn't got worse. But she did have a stroke several years back, and she's like a 4-year-old now. Bless. But, you know. Anywho, she come to stay with me, I don't know, about a month or so after she got out of the hospital. She literally went in the hospital, couldn't walk or talk or feed or walk, anything. And then they actually had her in Birmingham at a hospital that was for Olympic type, like paralysis and stuff. So anyway, they got her back to being mobile and functioning, and it took a long time. Don't get me wrong. She still ain't 100. She'll never be 100 ever. She literally is like a 3, 4, well, really about a 5-year-old. She come over. And we was in the kitchen going to make a pizza or something. I think it was a pizza. Anyway, y'all, bless her. So, anywho, I go in the living room to grab something. I come right back into my kitchen, and I'm like, where's it at? I've been in the oven. I'm like, okay, I opened the oven, the whole box and everything is in the oven. I said, what'd you do that for? I don't know. I said, well, you can put the whole box in the oven. It'll set fire. She actually was, I think they lowered some of her dosages, but she was actually taking medication like you would if you had Parkinson's disease. She doesn't have Parkinson's, but she has those symptoms where literally she'll be getting up, go do something and forget or get stuck. They call it getting stuck. Your uncle had a tumor. They really, thank God they ain't never had to do that with hers. He has a stent in his brain, bless him. Oh, Christy, 200, bless you, girl. Bless you. She sent me 200 stars. My first was 9 pounds, second was 10. Y'all, thank you so much, Christy. Lord, we're going to send you something special. But yeah, we're going to send you something special, girl. Thank you, sincerely. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, she, the medicine, I mean, y'all, she just be doing something and then she gets stuck. And when they get stuck, they just fall, you know? And so, and they call it getting stuck. You kind of get stuck. Your whole body just stops. You don't know, like, what to do. Your body can't move and function. And I don't like the edge of this. So I'm going to burn it again. But, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Christy's a doll. Christy doll, you're a doll. Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you. Y'all, the reels, when they do in the bonus, y'all, it takes so much views to get I had an opportunity to do the bonus many months back, and it was like, it's on my thing. I think it was this time it was $500 bonus if you had all the views, and you know you got to have so many minutes watched on the reels to get your bonus, and however many views that you get on your reels determines the amount of money that you are paid by Facebook. So it takes a ton. It does. It takes a lot, and so it's okay. It'll eventually, one day at a time. Listen, we ain't sweating it. It's just nice to have that opportunity and to be where I feel like I ought to be. You know what I'm saying? So it was something that I had actually posted someone else's, like from my page, I posted someone else's post, and that becomes not your authentic stuff. So they hit, and I didn't realize, because I was just posting, like, you know, say you had a page, I'm just sharing your stuff, trying to help you. Well, it hurts you. So you can't, as a page, share any other content that isn't your own, period. So with that being said, you can do it to your own personal, you know, profile, but you can't do it to your business page. So if you're looking to do a page, remember, no music. That was another thing. Oh my God, music was the biggest thing. I did realize that I was posting another post, someone else's post, and that became shared content. That's not, you can't get monetized like that because you're breaking their policies. So, and it's called the Meta partnership. Policies. It's the partnership policy, monetization for partnership. So, anywho, okay, so they give you music that you can use in your videos and such. That's big a star. Thank Jay. Jimmy, you're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I love that. That's sweet. Oh gosh, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the music. They give you music, but if you use music, then it's not your music. So again, you can't be monetized because you're using someone else's content. So why are you going to allow me to choose songs if I can't use it without being penalized, aka can't make money? You know, why put it there? I mean, really? I mean, I get we have that option, but if you take that option, you can't get paid. So I'm telling you, y'all, there's so much that's so, it's crazy. I really like the TikTok music the best. Their options for music is the best out of all of them. But, you know, you can't, like, if you have a reel on or TikTok rather, you cannot upload it to your page without that being a violation, because that's coming off of another platform, which Facebook and TikTok are big competitors, okay? Facebook bought Instagram, so that's not so bad, but they still don't like, so like if you uploaded a video on TikTok and you save it and you're going to upload it on Facebook, it's got their watermark. It's got the TikTok or the Instagram or wherever you created it, it's got that watermark. There are apps to remove it. I've not yet done it, but I'm going to. I'm going to try to figure that out too, but I really hadn't sweated it because I've been just doing my own with the pictures of the wreaths and such, you know, and I upload those. Or I put a series of pictures and yada yada, go that route. So that's one reason you'll not, you know, with my puppy dog the other day, I didn't even put music back. I should have said something in it, but I didn't. I didn't even think about it. I just know I can't use music without getting penalized. I'm like, okay, forget it. So if it's either your voice or nothing. So, you know, you don't, they will take it away from you as fast as they give it. And they really do. They do, Kathy. They do add up. I mean, I know it seems like a penny and it's like, but, you know, every day, that day do add up, and that helps. I mean, and it's like I was explaining in the post that I did just post before I came live, that, you know, even like the shipping and such for the free giftings, the shipping, y'all, that could be $8-10, you know, so that adds up, and it's okay. Plus, I'm giving what I don't use, or, you know, I've got extra stuff that I don't need. And so I'm trying to hash through some of that stuff and try to make room for the things I do want and need more so. And so, but the stars do add up. And I know, you know, the more the page grows and the more that y'all will hang a wreath on the door, which is the SHARE, the more y'all do that, the more others see it, especially like the reels and such and the lives, because that's where the content is the most seeked after by Facebook. The algorithm looks for the views and the comments and the likes. All those reactions make a huge factor in how much more Facebook shows others, even when you share it. So when you share it, the more that others comment and like and all that on it, the better and the more that Facebook's going to show it to even more people, you know. So even like y'all was talking about, some of y'all haven't been getting my notifications. If you aren't getting notifications and you want to be added to my Messenger, you need to just message me or put it in the comments to put you on Messenger. Laura, thank you, girl. Today is our drawing. Hang in there. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so, but the stars do help add, people that cook and stuff. You know, that's a lot of money. And some of these people don't even have families and such, or a lot of them just freeze it, you know, or they feed it or give it away or whatever, you know. So that's a lot of, you know, groceries are just expensive. Well, nothing's not expensive, but you know what I mean with the groceries. That's something that you obviously, one, you're either feeding your family, or two, you're making it to give it, or, you know, split it up or whatever, depending on the amount you're cooking. Send up those hearts. Yes, definitely. Thank you. That does help too. And the more y'all, hold on, hold the line. Smooth it. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, I guess I thought I was up here. I think I burned that other, and got lost. Okay, I got lost. I'm bound again. Lord, hang on, y'all. Yeah. Thank y'all. The more y'all do that, the more y'all talk to each other, the more you comment, and even on my random post and on the stories, I'm going to try to start doing stories again more so, because I used to do them more often, but then I've just gotten so busy focusing on the reels that I really hadn't put it in the stories as much. So I am going to go back to the stories. I didn't really know, or maybe it just started to where you can share the stories, and that too is helpful. And I'm like, okay, you know, so that's something else to think about when y'all are trying to help me out. So, and those are what I said in the post. Those are things that are free. Those are the things that actually mean a whole lot too, you know. The stars are just another little bonus, and I appreciate it greatly. But yes, please do all the other things that are free, because I know everybody is in a money crunch. Everybody's got their own bills and such, and nothing is cheap. Y'all, I was looking at my power bill. I'm like, if he could get any colder and run the heat 24/7 on 9,000, my power bill is over 480 something. I'm like, for 2 months, y'all, it was $1,500 for 2 months. $1,500. My air unit constantly runs because why? No one knows how to fix it. Why? I don't know. I started to call someone that I went to school with that is in a heat and air. He's like, oh no, so-and-so, his buddy's going to come fix it. Well, buddy ain't fixed it, and that's okay. Maybe he don't know how. You have to run my heat on emergency. And if you're not familiar with emergency, that heats up a bunch of little coils that run all through your heating ducts, and so your air duct, and it heats up so that, like, if you was to be out of town or whatever, and you come in, your house is 40 below zero, you put it on emergency, and it heats up real fast and gets everything hot, and then you can cut it back down to normal, to where it speeds up the heat process. But then you're supposed to put it on the normal heat setting and take it off of emergency. Well, if you take it off of emergency and just put on regular heat, like just normal heat setting, it will blow the breaker. Why? I don't know. Because nothing I have can work properly at all. And no one knows how to fix anything that I have that's a problem. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not. Y'all, I don't care what it is. You name it. You just name it. I don't know. I give up. I do. I just give up. Yup. My girlfriend posted last night something. She very rarely gets on Facebook. She's over there talking to Kid Rock, you know, back to the Kid Rock concert thing. And I was reading some of y'all's messages yesterday about that. Who said their kids went and liked it? Thank you so much, Kathy. Yeah, Laura. Holy crap. What are we holy crapping? It's expensive. Yes. Oh, my heat. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. They can come cut it off. I don't even care. Look. I'll charge my phone somewhere. We'll go out in the car and do a wreath. We'll just plug the phone up into the car charger. Hook the lights up through the USB ports in the car. Because we ain't gonna have no power in here. Yeah, I gotta have power to have internet. We'll just have to run it on the phone data. Look, hold on. Where there's a will, there's a way, y'all. We're going live. We're gonna be at the beach going live. Is what's gonna happen. Just hang on and watch. Market my words. All right. So we got one more, y'all. This one right here is our last little scrunchie. But he ate. I brought him he wanted wings, and last night at the Wing Out whatever place, Buffalo Wild Wings, they had. He says, "You know the special on Thursday." I'm going, "No, I don't do Buffalo Wild Wings. That's my first time in here in a decade. I don't know, maybe longer." So anywho, it was however many you buy on the wings, you get that many free. So if you buy a 12-pack, you get 12. But I bought a 6-pack and he got a 12. So you buy Thursdays only, y'all. If you do Buffalo Wild Wings, Thursday is buy whatever amount wings and you get that many amount free. So if you buy the 12-pack, you get 24. But you only pay for the one. Buy one, get one. More or less. So I'm just going to tell you, though. He ate and then he went to bed. I'm like, good. Then this morning, I got up, y'all, at like 7, a little after 7, and before 7:30. I know, hold on. Samantha can't even get here by 2 o'clock. Y'all, I've been trying. But I've had people call, I've had to help a friend of his. Everybody needs help, but okay, so anyway, I'm not going to be bad mouthing. So anywho, moving right along. So anywho, blah, my mind went blank. Okay, so he was in there whispering on the phone. I'm like, okay. And I heard I could hear the guy talking. And it's hard to hear from one room to the other. I can sit in here and talk, and I can yell for him and talk to him loud. He can't hear a word I say. But I can sit in here and whisper to my girlfriend, and he hears every single word. Oh, that's selective hearing, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to make 2 bows. And because one's going to be a little bit, one bow is going to be like a mid-size, and one's going to be like a smaller size. And then we're going to have a wreath. A wreath. Yeah, then we'll have a wreath. Then we'll have our, I got a little piece right here. We'll put our ladybug on last. I was trying to order some more wire from Amazon. And like I said, I got a $15 credit from Prime because I started using I don't know where it went. I started using the photos. They give you unlimited photo storage. And so I think it's 5 gigs or something of video storage. And so something like that. But I had not used my gallery, the photo storage yet. And they're like, well, you're fixing to lose it if you don't use it. If you'll use it before such date, you'll get a $15 credit. Okay, well, let's use it. Let's get us a $15 credit. And so I did, and then I couldn't get the credit. I was on Amazon, not at Prime. I'm like, good gravy. So then I canceled everything, and I never did order my wire. Because then I had to get busy on the phones, and that was nonstop for a minute. All right, y'all. That's what we got. We're going to cut our ribbons. We're going to make us some bows. It'll come together. It'll come together right now over me. Oh, Kid Rock, y'all. My girlfriend posted. It said something along the lines that. Oh, I gotta find it. Hold on. I gotta find it because it was kind of like that. That's me. Somebody had enough. Or you're still. How's she worded? Oh, there's a big difference between giving up and knowing when enough is enough. I'm like, that's right. I've had enough. That is so true. Not really giving it. Hold on. My grandson's 22 years old. Oh, yeah, Lord. Was it you that said that yesterday? That's so pretty. Thank you, Kathy. Thank y'all for being here. All right. So, this is where my little 10-inch poop was that we made because it's sticking up like that, and I can tell. So I'm going to kind of crush it down a little bit and poke it like down in there. But that's where we're going to put one bow right here, and then we're going to put another bow over here, and we're going to put our ladybug kind of in the center at the top, I think. So let's make us some bows. Let's make us some bows, y'all. All right. It's Friday, right? Don't let me forget the drawing, y'all. Okay, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, we got to do our little stringing things, too. All right. I had some that was open already on my tubing, so I thought, let's use these pieces up. I hate having pieces, so we're going to use these up, too. I've got my little ladybug, y'all, and I got some wire, but I don't know if it should be enough. We'll see. Let me move him back out the way because I'll be knocked him off the table for 100th time. All right, I love these ribbons. And I will get some more. I had some that are more on a brown canvas. But now we used this the other day too. I love this. This is what we used on the other ladybug we made. Yeah, I know we just made the other one not long ago. So, let's see. I don't think I'll need those. This got ladybugs. I don't know if I'm going to use that one. I've got the real big red and white dot, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking not, but this here's got the beige background on it, but it's also got the ladybug. But I like it just to break up some of it. This is what I had. This is what I need some more of, is this one right here. And I think I said I got this from, I'm pretty sure, Old Time Pottery. It's got the ladybugs on the little white bushes, like a little flower dotted whatevers. Yeah. But I do love it. I've only got these two little strips, but that's okay because I can put it on the center and on the top, and it just be another accent in the ribbons. But then I have one piece that's like long, and I thought about trying to use it in the bow, and that's 17. How long we got? It's actually 18, so 36 inches long. Don't sing. That's another thing. Yeah, they will. And it's because it's not, yeah. Look, Samantha, at night, y'all, a lot of times when I'm done reading comments or whatever, or I'm in the mood what I do is I Google everything, right? Well, when I'm Googling, where did you get the ladybug? Okay, the ladybug came from Hobby Lobby. They got an ant. They want $25 for the ant. I'm like, I'm not paying $25 for the ant. As bad as I want the ant, they're going to come down 90% before I buy it. $25 for the ant. That's crazy. These are like 10-ish. The dragonflies are, I think, 18-ish. You can go to hobbylobby.com and look at all the things and the prices, and you can pull up your location store or the one closest to you and see what's in inventory. If they don't have it in the store, you can order it from online, but it does cost to ship, which I didn't like, so my little butt traveled down the road, which is fine. I'd rather go get it anyway and put my eyes on it. But if I had to order, that would have been okay too. But I don't want to pay shipping on a $25 item. Yes, I make a lot of ladybugs. I did post the other day several pictures. I say several, I think a bunch, but anywho, yeah. Now, some of this came from another store. Now, this is the ribbon that I probably got from like, I just take the ones that I had extras, so we don't even have to cut them. But these probably came from like Craft Outlet or something like that, most likely. I'm going to assume something like that, Craft Outlet, or even the White Bayou Wreath Supply in Texas. I like them, and I like Craft Outlet. And like I told y'all yesterday, Sally, I can't boo. You can't boo? Well, you can't boo. Boo? You can't boo. You love the ribbon. What do you mean can't boo? Y'all, poor Sally. Alright, poor Sally. Are you trying to boo my lady? What are you booing? What are you booing? Where's my thing? Where's my bow maker? Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna be busting one of these glasses out over here on this cabinet, so it's gonna have it. Hold your ears. Okay. Sorry. Oh, go Hobby Lobby. Okay, I'm like, what are we booing? Okay, go Hobby Lobby. Girl, you really, when you come visit, I'm telling you, just bring you a change of clothes because we're going to the beach. You just need a swimsuit, some shorts, a pair of sandals, a top, a towel, some shades. Call it a day. Take home bags of luggage full of the goodies. Oh, I'm sorry. She's in England if y'all are not familiar with Sally. We love Sally. Sally loves me. I love Sally. We love each other. I'm going to see Sally, or Sally's coming to see. Actually, Sally's going to come see me because she wants our stuff. I don't think they have things we want as bad as we have things that they want because they don't get it in England. So, bless them. So, if y'all have the Hobby Lobby, go run. Now, it's Hobby Lobby, you can't go unless it's on sale, for real. Y'all, I can't. Let me just say, I'm not going to pay full price because you don't have to. If it ain't on sale this week, it will be next week. And if you're not sure, because it's the florals and the paper goods that's on sale one week. The next week, it's the ribbons and the mesh and stuff like that. If it's not one week, it's the next. They flip-flop every week. So if you're not sure, call and say, hey, what's on sale, the flowers or the ribbon? They'll tell you. Then make your choices. Make your decisions based on that. Let me see how long these were cut. All right, that's 13. Because this is the hot mesh mom board, 13 side and 14 side. So I already cut these at 13, so that's perfect. Perfect. You'll get in trouble. I know, girl. Look, Samantha has to stick to the plan. But listen, what, 2-3 weeks ago? What did I go buy? Did I go buy the Ladybug? No, I went to buy the other dragonfly. I had to go to $2.80. So it was the first dragonfly for Pam, I believe. And I had to go down there. And because the other store, it was her butterfly. It was her butterfly because my store didn't have her butterfly in the purple she wanted. So I went to the other store toward Birmingham, like $2.80, which is, avoid it like the plague because there's always wrecks and crazy traffic. Oh, crazy. You don't want to go to $2.80. Do not do $2.80. So anyway, point being that, what do you want? I'm bringing my what do you want to bring my suitcase? I just say buy a suitcase here, but you know, I'm bringing 10 suitcases. Oh, you're bringing 10 suitcases. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I would just buy them here and take them back with you. They're probably cheaper here too. I don't know. We can order from Amazon. They're cheaper. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm sorry. But Hobby Lobby. Okay, so the day I went, what did I? Okay, I can't remember what I really went for. But anyway, it had to be the butterfly. So anyway, it had to be the butterfly. They wound up having Christmas stuff on sale. And I mean like 90% off. They had the paint. I told y'all it was 15 cents for paint. I bought the scissors for, literally, I forgot where I didn't even remember where I put them, y'all. What I paid. I paid 62 cents for a $7 pack of scissors. Y'all see this? 62 cents for $7. I'm telling you, that's when Samantha likes to like, and I got to the register and I'm like, oh God, I'm panicking. I'm going, okay, these are last just in case because I wasn't sure. Because, you know, these dollars add up fast, you know, 62 cents and 15 cents. And you get 15 of them, you lose count. Most things was not over $2 that I bought. And I really started to go back and buy more. But I don't know where I would have put it. What I did buy was like Christmas signs and garlands and stuff like that. Because I'm a sucker for it. That's what's hard for me. And like Dollar Tree, it ain't that I really need what they got. But if you don't get what they got when you find it, you're not going to get it. When you do need it, you ain't got it. That's the thing. That's the thing. And like Hobby Lobby, if you don't get it while it's on sale, then, now this one I did get from Hobby Lobby. I just bought it. Okay, and it was half off too, or 40% off. It was $7.99. Now the thing about Hobby Lobby ribbon, be sure it says wired. Okay, it's got a sign that says wired ribbon. If it don't have a sign, don't get it. It ain't wired. I've learned that the hard way. But, and also be careful. This is 10 yards, but the other day I was pulling off some ribbon to send, and it was only 15 yards. So I was going, how did I not get so many, you know, I was doing it on the board so they get X amount of pieces, and I'm like, that ain't adding up. But anywho, it wound up being that, I may put this on the back. I don't know if I need the red and white, but I think I do. I think I will. I don't know. I'm tore. See, this came from Old Time Pottery, and it was $8. Okay? And they ain't no discount at Old Time Pottery. It is. But, I mean, that's not really bad for real, and that's been a while. I've had this for a while. But this here was nice for you know, half the price almost, you know, 40% off. But it's a silky. But it's okay. It's really pretty. It's got good wire. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, let me see here, y'all. Let's see how we want to stack it. I love this. This is the one I got from Susan the other day when I was doing the Ladybug, and I really love that. That is so pretty for so many different, like Valentine's or Christmas or anything, y'all. Anything. And I'm debating on the brown. I think I may put the brown up in here. Let's see. I'll put the brown because I got this one piece that I can put on the back. And that gives me really 5 ribbons. I've got these 2 though. We could use these on the ties. Let's see. Oh, we could do big and small. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny. Do the 1.5 and the 2.5 opposite of each other. But I don't know. That'd be too much. But I'm just saying that would have been funny. That'd been funny in my mind. It was. And I've got 2.5 on the white and the 1.5 dot, and then the 2.5 dot with the 1.5 ladybug. That's funny. But I don't want to overdo any pattern. So I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, this is where I just go, let's see. Let's see how we like it. I don't know. Excuse me. Let's see. Now, our ladybugs are going up and down. So, obviously, if you've got a directional pattern, you want to be a little more careful if it needs to be more careful with. But I'm going to put this, let's see. If I do it that way, I want to try to use this. Maybe I need to go up the top with it. Okay, because that's a shorter piece. Let's go back like I like to use a bigger piece on the bottom. I like the 2.5 on the back of the ribbon, or the bow. So I'm going to do the 2.5 with the red with the black dot. Okay. These are going to be for our twist ties. All right. Thank you, Sally, bringing 10 suitcases. Come on, girl. She's so funny. Okay, so on this one, the one ribbon, I guess about like so. So I just kind of hold it according to my design and see how long I want it. So if you wanted it to hang off, then you need to, decide. But I don't like them that long. So we're going to make it about yay. About yay. All right. Okay. And that is going to be about 11. We're going to go with about 10-inch tail. Okay. A 10-inch tail, twist and stick it down in our bow maker. Y'all, this is my own bow maker. And so my dowels are not even, and he ain't got 5 seconds to drill me a hole that would be more straight because he ain't got time for that. And so I'm going to do about a 6-inch loop on the back. So I had to be careful when I'm doing this because they twist, and when they twist, my loops don't get to be even on each side. So I have to double check this maker. I've got someone who said she had an extra bow maker that she was going to send me, so I'm hoping that still, I guess that one's just a little long. I'm hoping that still is in the plan. So, all right, and I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do like a diamond boat. Just call it our diamond boat. All right, let's do it that way. All right, so kind of like an angle. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Y'all see? Can y'all see? I don't know. Can y'all see? Y'all let me know if y'all can't see good or something. Because sometimes I ain't paying attention. Sometimes. Sometimes they know. Yes, and Facebook does not like you to sing. But if listen, we have Googled the things, listened to the song, like pieces of it real quick, like, and then got off. But there is this one person who does lives. Oh, got that off. But they are playing the music on, and they got Alexa play this, blah blah blah, and then, but they're playing it at a faster rate, the song, so it's faster. And I don't know if that keeps the bots on Facebook from recognizing the song. I don't know. I don't know how they get away with it. Did you find Bodabra? Well, I did. My stepdaughter had it, and I had messed up my dowel holes in it, and I had forgot about that. But anyway, I messed up the holes in it, and so my dowels don't want to stick in there right, and I just need a new one, and that's what I forgot about that. But still, I think it's in yonder. I don't know what I've done with it again, but it's somewhere. But the holes are like too loose. I don't know how or what. I don't know what I did. I messed it up. Is what I did. Okay, so let's go in with maybe this beigey. I think it's called Argyle, isn't it? I think this design is called an Argyle. I think I said that right. But I did. I found it. I thought about it. I thought I left it over there. Now, see, this is a directional ribbon. The Ladybug is going only in one direction. Okay? So when you have that, you want to be sure that if you care, you want them to go the certain way. Okay? Meaning you don't want them upside down. And I tell you, it's so funny. I love listening to some of these people. And I say people. I love her. She, Regina, the one that makes the promo. She's like, I don't want my trucks upside down. Right? All right. So you have to make sure which way you're going with your design on your bow. So we're going to go this way is up. The shorter piece is coming up to the top of my wreath. I got a longer piece toward the bottom. That's how I know what I'm doing. Other than that, I wouldn't remember. So I'm going to go just a little shorter. Let's see. We're going to go just a tad shorter. All right. Okay. Now, there's tricks to it, but anyway, let's just see what we can do. A lot of time, and she said that my trick is always to double twist your ribbon to make the decoration go the way you want it. Because see, like right here, and it's really not that bad because it is a bug, and it really wouldn't be that bad of a deal. So I'm not going to stress about that one. For real, I really am not. I really am not going to stress about that because it's only one and it's just sporadic. But if you wanted it to go in a certain way, you can either cut it and place it in to be one way, or you can what we call the double flip, which is what you take it and you flip it, and then they go the same way. Now, when you double flip it, you want to make sure that you get that double twist in your tie, because if you don't, it's going to untwist, okay? So that is all you can do, or you can cut it and lay it to be the direction you want it. This, y'all know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. So I'm going to leave it double twisted, and we'll see how it happens. Let's see. Try and get them even. Lord knows. Lord knows. Now, I can always maneuver my ribbon to adjust my loops, but if you're doing a double twist like that right there, then you won't be able to adjust it once it's out and zip tied tight. All right, so Alright, so we're coming up with this here. We got that there. So we just kind of went back over our pattern. But I feel like I need something in between that where it ain't so dark now. So I need to go in there with this white one, I guess. So let me put this in between the two because I don't like that dark on dark. It's just too dark on dark. Does that make sense? I want to brighten that up between the two, so I'm going to go back in with a lighter color. Because I can. Because I should. Alright. Alright, so. And he goes either direction. But with it being a bug, you really wouldn't notice it upside down or not like you would a truck or the bunny rabbit upside down. You know what I'm saying? It's not insects or insects. They go every which way. So typically, it wouldn't matter. But if I do the double twist, then they're all going the same direction. Okay? If I don't, then he's going the opposite way. You know, upside down. So I'm going to set that over. Let's do this white. I think that'll help brighten it up a little bit. It won't look quite so. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. Now let's go up with our ribbon here. Okay. And then I'm going to come this ways. I don't know. I like big loops on bows, but I personally don't think I do a good job on the big loops. So I don't go bigger than the 6-inch on my loop. And every time I do another loop, I go just a little shorter than that one. So that was 6. So this is about seriously, it's about a 6.5 or so. I mean, 5.5, excuse me. Going down in size, not up. My bad. Okay. Now, go this way. So actually, when you do this kind of bow, your ribbon, no, I said the opposite way. Hold on. I twisted it on me. I showed y'all and then I twisted it. Hold on. Now. So you're going to have a loop, a tail and a loop and a tail. Does that make sense? Makes sense? Good. I may have to cut that down a little bit. That might be too long. Let's see. I don't want to go no longer than the other. And when you cut your ribbons, be intentional about where your pattern is. So I don't want to cut that. I just cut that backwards. Trying to save him. Did y'all just see that? Well, don't cut his butt anyway. Oh, well, I was trying to be intentional and not cut him in the thing. I think I'm going to cut him all off. Hold on. I was wanting to not cut him. So I'm going to cut him all off. Therefore, I don't have just a half of a bug on the ribbon, or you know what I'm saying? That just don't look nice. Hold on, I'll show it to you if I can get my fingers to cooperate. See how that would look? Just part of him. So I'd rather cut it off than it be looking cray. Alright, so let me do that here. I'm going to come right here between the two bugs, and I'm going to cut that too. And therefore, I don't have just... I needed that shorter anyway, so again, intentionally cut where it needs to be in the pattern of itself. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. All right, hold on. What am I doing? I don't know. Okay. I have to think about how I had it in there to begin with, y'all. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, he went up. No, that went down. Okay, because that's a long tail, I can tell. Okay, now. To be all the same, but then we double flip it, just flip it all again, and then actually that ain't right. Actually, that wasn't right. Let's see. It's this one now because I flipped it. Hold on, I flipped it over. I don't know what I did. Hold on. My flip ain't the same. Okay, now, all right. Depends on how you had it. Okay, now. Well, that's still goofy. They're all going that way. Okay, this is actually fine because they're all going that way. It's this side now, I guess. That would be, needed to be flipped. I don't know what I did. I can't never. Y'all, I'm always putting I never make two designs ever identical. They're always a one-of-a-kind design. Y'all, I would not be able to remember how I put something together the first time because I never do anything the same, you know? So, and a lot of people really don't. That's one thing people like most about these designs is that they're not manufactured and everybody and their mama on the same street don't have the same design, you know? So people like handmade stuff like this. And that's wise because it is not like anybody else's. I can't even mimic my own. Look, I can't even mimic what I just did, much less the whole thing. So, don't worry about any differentials. Okay, now, I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have put this on there first. Instead of my 1.5. Hold on. I don't know, y'all. Samantha's backwards today. Can I get my life together? Not. Hold on. Then I just pulled it all out. Hold on. I'm going to clip this so I don't have to redo it. Sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm not. I'm just not. Not thinking. Sorry. Forgive me. A little grace today, y'all. A little grace. Okay. Start over. Why not? You know? Why not? I don't know. A lot of people do mix up the 1.5, put 2.5 on top, and then put 1.5, and then put 2.5. You can do it any way you want. I kind of prefer the wider ribbon on the bottom most of the time, but not all the time. Alright, so here I go. And these are all going different directions too, like I said the other one was. Alright. Yeah, okay. That's about a 5. I'm going to go about 5 on that one. One is not as thick of a ribbon, and I don't want it flop. Again, I want to just make sure my loops are the same-ish. They don't have to be identical, but I want them pretty close. Hold on, we're going to go down with that one. Let's go down with that one. And we'll come up with that. That way I can cut that one off a little shorter. I like the ones upwards shorter, obviously. I about did it again. Holy moly. Holy moly. Samantha's having a moment today, y'all. I do not know. Thank y'all for hanging in there. It's a rough ride. Alright. Jinkies. Jinkies. Let's see. Now we'll put those back on. What to do with them? Right by you. Right in front. I think though. Now, I don't need, hold on. I'm going to put the black. I'm going to put this one in there. It's a solid. And then I think I'm going to put the dot of this one on the top. And then a little piece of just the white ladybug on top again. Just because it's a ladybug design. Okay. I like to have solid colors to break it up too. Okay, so this is going to be just a little bit 4.5-ish. Okay. Just what are y'all doing tonight? Anybody got any hot plans? I don't know. Y'all, I'm so bored. I'm not this. I'm just saying at my home. I need to order them bags of zipper bags so I can get my stuff in my room packed up. I think I'm going to go through my closet tonight. I really do. I really do. I think that's my plan tonight. Okay. So I'm going to go this away with the other white ladybug. Let's see if we want her down. Bring her down. Bring her over. sure I got the right links going the right places. I think, yeah. Okay, then this one, and then, yeah, I don't guess I'm going to use the little red and white. I mean the red and black. I may on the wreath itself. We'll see. I just love some of it. I don't know. I love it all though, y'all. What's not to love about ribbon? What's not to love? What about love? I just love this one. So again, kudos, thank you to Susan, who spared me the other day, a couple weeks ago when I made the other design. And she sent me some of this, and I love it. I think she said she got this from Craft Outlet. I'm pretty sure, but it is so pretty, y'all. There is no denying that one. I love this one. I'm a glitter fanatic anyway. I love glitter. And this glitter is not like coming off. It's like a shimmer, but it's very glittery. It's very shiny. Very, very pretty. Love the shiny things. Love the shiny things. Okay, then we're going to top it with the little red and white. And again, but I'm going to just do one loop in the center to make like a faux, you know, to make, well, I don't have to worry about my, I say I clipped him in the middle of the body again. We're going to snip it off. Because it just don't look pretty. It just don't look pretty. So make your tails, you know, especially where you got to cut them, you want them to be pretty. So if they don't look right where you cut it, do it again. All right. So I'm going to come and I'm just going to do a one loop. Okay. 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 I was like, please don't cut that behind. Oh, y'all. One of them days, I guess. I don't know. I can't get myself together. All right. So, that'll be our center loop. Okay. Let me get a zipper tie. Oh, I didn't get no. Yeah, yeah. These are 20 inches. I was looking on Amazon too, but I know Decor has some, and I don't think his was that expensive. I don't know. I got to look. I didn't have time. I don't have time to do half things. One thing, the computers, the phone, everything got their own mind. They don't want to do what I want them to do. Anyway, so let's zip tie this around. I guess I'll use that other brown, the other big brown one in the other. Okay, so let's pull this out. But Decor has some 20-inch pipe cleaners. I don't remember how much he wanted, and how many was in the bag. I can't remember. But I was on Amazon, and I just thought, oh, because I come across them, because I was looking at something else, and it popped up, because when you look at something, it pops up something else, because, oh, you looked at that, well, look at this. All right, let me get my cutter pullers. Before I really cinch it together, I want to kind of just make sure that everything is where it needs to be before I really try to put the twist on it. Let's see. So that one right there was a little bigger than my black one now. So let's just pull that just out a little bit. That's what I'm saying. You can always maneuver until you pull it. Even when I pull it extremely tight, especially since some of this is that silky ribbon, it still will slide on you. You can usually manipulate it if you need to. So I do have my bow fluffer, but I'm just trying to do it and go. I need to order that wire. I need to do so much. Okay, that'll be fine for now. Let's zip it tight. We'll fix it when we get it on there. You love the glitter? I do, girl. I love it. Samantha's always loved glitter. Y'all, I was a kid. I don't know, I probably was like pre-teen, I guess. I'm sure. Once I was a teenager, I was mean as a snake. Anyway, I'm just going to twist that together. And then but this kid on the bus, I forget who it was, they poured glitter on my scalp and rubbed it in. And it hurt so bad. And I got off the bus and I went home and I told my mother and she's like, I quit crying. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Suck it up, Buttercup. Really? Well, it did hurt, by golly. Just want to say. It did. It's like glass. I mean, glitter is very sharp. And when it's scrubbed into the top of your head, it doesn't feel very good. So if them people that I went to school with watching, oh, what I'd love to tell them these days. Okay, so there's our bow, and say our little faux bow in the center. Okay, and we'll Samantha tweaks it all when she gets it all on that bow, on the wreath, because we still got to get it tied down to it and all things. All right, so let's do the other one. I'm going to save this brown one. We're going to use it next. So I think I'm going to go probably, we're going to go a little bigger. I just want to pull that center. There we go. I wanted my center just a little smaller. That way it stays a little better. Okay, so just saying. I like it just a little snuggeroo. Okay, let's do another. All right, where are we at? Okay. Where am I? Who am I? Where are we at? There's the stuff. Down here. Okay. Alright. We're going to go, since that one was about 10, we're going to go a little bigger. We're going to go about 11-ish, I guess. Just a little bit. Because we want the smaller one on one side and this bigger one on the other. And our ladybug's going to go to kind of in the center. So again, I'm going to go with about a 6-inch loop. Now my hands. My hands. Okay. Get that twisted in there good. If this was a better, like not me made this bow maker, it would probably be a little better, but it's okay. It does its job. I just have to double check all of its stuff because it's not without its flaws. Y'all should have seen me the night I made this thing. I was on live when I made this bow maker because I'm like, hold on. I went and got the drill and everything. It was crazy. Okay, hold on. That's them. I even repainted it and redid my measurements because it's like they're never the same. I said, that one ain't even quite to 6, and nothing's on 6. I don't understand. I don't know. All right. Go with it. Go with it. If you will twist it really good right here where it needs to be cinched into the bow maker or the pegs, whatever you want, that's where it's going to really open up and flare like you want it when it's all said and done. Because when you gather this here and it's tight in there and like it's turned the way it should be, that's when it does open up the best. And because my bow maker is all riggedy, it is what it is. Hold on. We're not going to go too tall up here. Okay. Now we could go the regular route, but I think we're going to try it this way again. Maybe not. Maybe we just do it normal. Let's just do it like this. I like the look of it this way. So much nicer. I don't know. It's just a little different. So, I was watching one of my ladies the other day. I used to watch her so often, and I just catch her every now and then on YouTube. But she was doing a bow, and she called it something. I'm like, what? I don't even remember what she called it. It was so funny and weird and odd. And I'm like, okay. You do you boo. She's very good at what she does, by all means. Love her. That was just an odd name. Okay. Now that's okay because it's not right in the center of his belly. Just saying. Now I'm going to go upwards this time. on this side, we're going to go opposite. And we're going to go a little shorter than we did last time. So I'm going to measure by my loop, not by the board. So I'm just going to be a little shorter than the other loop. Get in there. Okay, just a little shorter. Okay, and then we're going to come down. Why you make the knees? Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Say hi. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hey, you're my baby dog. You're the boy. He's my hands. Yeah. I love my baby dog. Maximus. My dog staring at me. Y'all, she's a dachshund and she drives me nuts. Is there anyone that is good that you recommend that is on YouTube? Yes, there's a lot. Well, I say a lot. There's several that I do. Look, the one I would tell you, especially if you're looking for learning, Kathy. Oh, bless your heart. What? I had hold on. Ganged up on me, so I smacked her in the face. She didn't. Yeah, right. Hey, look. Yes, been there. Thank you, Laura. I'm sorry, I'm going back. I just made a dish of buffalo dip. Ah, sure is fire. Fire. That's funny. We was talking about buffalo dip or buffalo wings. Kathy, on YouTube and on Facebook and all the places, I'm pretty certain. Because I know she goes live on all of them. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of it. Hardworking Mom Lori. That's who I recommend. She used to, when I first started seeing her, she would do videos and upload them, pre-recorded, okay? She didn't do live, per se, not back then. But that's been a long time ago. long time ago. But she does, especially her older videos. Now she does say what all she's doing and how long and all this and that. She has everything pre-done. And it's pretty much just put together, as she's on the live. She doesn't sit here and cut and burn and all that. I don't even know if she uses the burner. I don't think she does. I think she said she didn't like it. I think she said the smell. And so everybody's different with the burner. So, you just have to, if it's not for you, that's fine. I'm not trying to talk nobody into doing that. It's just what I prefer. And everybody has their own preferences. But she is very good at her details and directions and I just got dizzy and telling you the things and the methods, and that's what I really started learning from I already been doing them for a while, but we did it crazily, but it was just new techniques that I learned. And the bow making, it don't matter who you watch, everybody's got a little bit of a twist or a little bit of the same, or a lot of people use a bow maker. She uses a bow maker. She makes some big bows now. She didn't used to make them that big. She makes some big bows. To each his own. Each design's different. Every design requires a little something new or difference. But, I don't know. They're big. But, now she makes great big wreaths. She does. I love her design. I do a lot like hers. Mine look a lot like hers. Similar. You know what I mean? They're big, they're thick, and all the things. And now she will use 2 or 3 rolls of mesh because she'll do her, the woodland ruffles. She does that a lot. And she does cut them at like 30 inches. That's a lot of mesh. And depending on where you are in your abilities and your selling situation, don't always do 30 because that's a lot of mesh. There's 2 rolls of mesh. Okay? Because you got 18 ties. There's only 10 yards to mesh or rolls. Most ribbons or rolls of ribbons is 10. Now, not all. Not all. There's 3, there's 5, there's 6, there's 10, there's 8, there's 7, there's 15 feet. So it all varies. But if you can get a hold of some of her older videos, and she may have them uploaded on Facebook, but they will be back from like 2015, 16, 17. They're going to be old. But what she comes on, she shows everything she's got, and she even has a bow tutorial showing how to do every bow at the top. Not the Regina bow, you know, not the pro bow of the hand, but no, just in general. And so, but she'll make them by hand too. There's no reason to waste. No, there's no, but you know, it does. Dora, I'm still learning how to do bows every day. And I'm not no, yeah, I make good bows, but now you make great bows, Dora. What are you talking about? Y'all, she made some pretty wreaths the other day. She showed me. I'm like, girl, you know, yes, don't ever doubt yourself. Don't ever second guess yourself, because if you are happy, then there'll be someone else that's happy. You know what I mean? Now, not everybody's for everybody, and not everything's for everybody, and that's okay. Look, Samantha don't have enough of this. Maybe I'll just do a one loop and we'll let that hang. You know, why not? It doesn't, there's no rules. There may be a process, but there's no rules. There's nothing wrong with what I just did. A lot of people do that every day. And a lot of people, you know, will take just a piece. If that wasn't long enough, a lot of people will just take it and lay it across instead of wasting it, because there's some tails. One lady, okay, y'all, they're from Alabama. They're in South Alabama. Grace Monroe Home. Grace Monroe Home. Those are her daughter's name, and it's a mother-daughter team. And but the daughter has young daughters, and that's the daughter, her young daughters, be the grandmother's daughters or granddaughters. Anyway, yeah, it's mother-daughter. They do 90%, maybe more, grapevine, but they always show bows. But now she'll take all her bows. Normally, she cuts all her ribbon tails. She'll cut all her lengths, however long. She'll start the back one. She layers all her ribbon bows. Then she comes in and lays her loops, all her loops. Then she ties them up, and then she does it. And they make these big, long, 10, 8-inch loops, and I don't like mine like that. I don't know. I don't like mine. I like others. They look great, but when it's mine, I'm like, it just don't, I don't know. You're your own worst critic when it's yourself stuff, okay? So, I know I'm like, don't say that. And I don't overly, okay, well, sometimes I do, but I try not to. Obviously we all have our insecurities about things, but it's like, here, hey, why not? So I'm not like, this is not a problem. Don't get me wrong. We don't want to waste the ladybug, y'all. Don't waste the ladybug, So we're going to leave that like that. And I'm going to freshen up this little tail because I don't know. It's been in that. I have a shoebox that's marked spring ribbon, Christmas ribbons, And so every time I do a design, I've got scraps. They go into the certain box of whatever design it is. Spring, summer, fall, whatever, Because we need the ribbons, y'all. Don't ever toss the ribbon. It's like the mesh. You need one more loop. You need one more poof. Don't throw away critical pieces, especially blacks, reds, whites. Those are the hardest colors to come by for whatever reason. I don't know. They really are. But Grace Monroe Home does a lot of bow tutorials, and they're on live on Facebook and YouTube. Now I don't know if they do live on YouTube, but they do have all their videos on YouTube. I used to be in their classes, and I love them. They're so sweet. Everybody's learning. Every day's a learning process. If you're not learning, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're stagnant, you're stale, you're not doing nothing. Okay? I know. Me, I know. So there's always something to learn. I don't like huge bows or cuts. Yeah. I don't like overly. And that's what I'm saying about, Lori is a hardworking mom, but I love her designs. She does some fantastic, all of them do. Everybody does some really nice work. Now, some things aren't for everybody. And I don't prefer the great big bows that she's starting to put on her designs. And that's okay. I don't have to like it. Her customers do, I can change that and do mine different. Same thing. So, but you've got to always listen and watch. And that's my thing, is watching somebody. I'll tell you, the 21-inch mesh, I don't have any handy. one day we need to do just a group when y'all let me know, but we'll do a group thing where we kind of do some designs that, not a whole design, but like different methods of different 21 inch versus 10 inch versus, I do a curl with a 21. I do a bow tie with a 21. If you look at my Alabama football wreaths, there's some that look, one guy called it a sunburst, and it's actually what I call the bow tie, and they come to a point on each end. And anyway, they gather in the center. You can have it poof. You can have it tight. It just all these different things, y'all. There's so many techniques that so many people don't do because everybody wants to do a poof and a ruffle, which are pretty. But go look at my photos. Go look at my Alabama wreaths. Go look at how different. And I say Alabama. Look at all the football wreaths because Auburn and all the others, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee. Now, some of them, my pictures are horrid. Because I didn't know what about taking pictures when I started, y'all. Look, my girlfriend throwed it on the bed, took a picture and sent it back to me because I didn't have time to take a picture before she left. I'm like, that ain't going to work. Can't throw it on your bed. Well, I have a mailbox swag hang over a chair back to a bar stool taking a picture. But you know what? I got pictures, and that's what matters the most in a way. But, y'all, the girl that, Brooke Riley, I take classes with her now, and she's like, she hates seeing somebody's Coca-Cola bottle in the picture in the background. I'm like, yeah, I got one of them. It's my mailbox swag out in the yard, and I thought it was the black and white Home Sweet Home, but it was my it was the Christmas kind of / football. But anyway, there's a Dr. Pepper sitting on the ground. I ain't no photographer. I'm a salesperson. I'm a good listener. I'm a good teacher at times. Depends on what we're teaching. But I love to watch, and I watch so many. Y'all talking about go to bed. Yeah, okay, I'm going to bed, but I'm going to watch somebody's live and fall asleep too because I want to see what they're doing because I want to know what they're doing. Well, I want to know the things. Y'all ain't got time for sleep. Well, you got to know how to do the things. If you're sleeping, you ain't learning. But really, always there's something to learn from everybody. But there's so many who do the same old wreath every day. No difference. And that's okay. If that's what they want to do, you want to do you, boo. I toss it up and I change them up. It just depends on what I'm doing and what I want it to look like. And we'll do one with the star. I got to do American Holiday, and that'd be a good one to do like the Starburst, what he called it. But is the bow tie is what I call it. And I learned it from hardworking mom. And she had rolled the 21 inch to where, okay, 10 or 21, it don't really matter, but say 21 because that's really what you want. 21 inch. So say, okay, let's go with this as 21, okay? Now, we know this is floppy. This is just a normal 21 inch. You roll this side over here, okay? Okay, this ain't going to roll because it's the netting, but you roll each side, and you're going to come over here and you're going to roll this side, okay? So we roll this side, we roll that side. Yes, you got to have a clothespin or two. Okay, and then you got your two little curls on each end, and this makes a poof in the center, or you pull it at a diagonal, and it makes a bow tie look. And when you do that, it actually, when you pull it corner to corner, and y'all may have seen me do some of these because I've done them, and we met it kind of like in the center, but this is short, so it's not going to meet. But say that was met in the center on 21 inch, and then I fold this edge over, and I fold this edge over, and that leaves me with these little points that make it look like little, what he calls starburst, but I call bow tie. Because it looks like a bow tie. Okay? There's all kind of things. And they're cute. They're just unique. And you don't see nobody doing it anymore. So, I have a lot to give and learn and teach and all the things. You know, my daughter got me an art easel. Yes, picture. Yes, and I would love to have one, especially doing grapevines. Or if you're putting floral picks or anything in your design, which mesh, you know, a lot of people do put picks and stuff in mesh, flowers and all the things. But it's not as easy. You do really want to be able to hang it up or something where you don't drip the glue on you. You also want to be sure that your tips that you're poking through your mesh is very sharp, cut at an angle with your pliers, wire cutters. Because if you don't, it ain't going through that mesh when that glue hits it because it's going to seize up and start melting the mesh. A lot of people will put glue in afterwards. I do both. It depends what I'm doing. But the one we did the other day with the W, we put the roses in there. I had to go back and re-glue some, and I had to cut some off and go shorter with my stems. And it just depends on what you're doing. So, but the grapevines, I would love to have me an easel kind of thing. And I have a friend that I was going to get to make me one. Because God forbid my old man has 5 minutes to spare for me because he don't. So anyway, and move right along. But yeah, they are very big. I do have the graveside stands. And they're only like $2 or so at my florist. And so I have one that's tall, and I use it a lot of times. Also, I had it over here the day I did the W because I was trying to put the roses in it. So I do too. I really like doing different styles. I do enjoy it. I like something different. And, you know, it's just a variety that I prefer myself. Everybody's different, you know. And there's no wrong or right. Like I said, there's no wrong or right. There is a method to a process to do something, but there's no rules that you got to do it just this and that. There's none. Okay, I am going to put this on top of that other brown. I think that'll look nice. And that's just my say on that. Okay, let's go this way because he's going upwards. So let's go this way. We want him upwards. That's when I think it matters the most as far as what your design is doing as far as the pattern. So he's going upwards on this ribbon, and this is going up on my wreath. So I'm going to make him go up that way. But as far as the downward slope, it really ain't that big of a deal. But if you wanted to, like I said, do the double twist. Do the double twist, do it tight. Now, for Gina Sellers was to see this, she would go, no. Now, if you do the Pro Bow, you really should cut it. But when you're doing like this, you don't have to. But when you do the double twist, it makes everything go the right direction. But you have to make sure that you get it in your zip tie good when you get done to be sure that it holds it in that position. Okay? That's all I got to say about that. Hold on. I was going that way. This one needs to go this way. Get your butt. It's because I twisted it already. Hold on. I twisted it. So I already twisted it, so I don't want to do right. Let me go ahead and make this right first, and then I'll twist it. Okay. Come on. This is some thick ribbon, too. So, oh, gosh. Don't need to twist that side, Samantha. Look, y'all. It got me all frazzled. I've got hot, to be honest. I don't know. These lights in here get me so hot. All right. So, if we want, and actually that kind of looks good because he's kind of going upwards this way. You know what I mean? So it really doesn't matter. It's not like a truck being flipped upside down. It's a bug that goes either or. You know what I'm saying? So it really doesn't matter. But if you wanted it to all go one way, you would just double flip that piece, and then they're all going the same way. They're all going this way. That one's going this way. This one's going that way. That one's going this way. They're all coming at me. Okay? But again, every design is different. And like I said, it's different than a rabbit's head or a dog's head, or, you know what I mean? It is a bug. Was y'all here the other day when that woman said, I don't want to talk about bugs? Like, well, that's what we're doing. Yeah, we did ladybugs, dragons, dragonflies, and oh my goodness. She's like, I didn't come here to talk about bugs. I'm like, well, sorry. She left. She never come back. That's fine. You know, we ain't for everybody, are we? All right. Let's see. So I'm going to cut right below his butt. Try to anyway. I cut most of it off. Not most, but a little bit of it off. Okay. Now, let's do our white, and then we're going to do, you know what? I think we'll do this one different. We're going to put this little red light, this little red dot on here. I didn't do the black yet either. I may not. I don't know. Let's just see what we like. Pretty ribbon. Thank you. You like the flowers? All right. Because I'm probably going to put this in the bow, in the wreath. I keep mixing my words. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to go up with these. Yeah. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know. Yeah, look. Samantha, I got all confused and combobulated. But there is a lot of pretty designs to be done in a different variety. I love it. Well, I'll definitely have to do the bow tie thingy. I can't think of what I last did with it as far as the design that I made with it. I want to do a holiday, American holiday, and I do want to do a Mother's Day. I thought about doing a grapevine. Well, that was great. I thought about doing a grapevine for Mother's Day. Good gravy. I need a break, I guess, y'all. I ain't stopped. I really hadn't. But I want to do a grapevine for Mother's Day. And I probably will, because I got so many florals, and I need to pull some out for you too, Dora. They've got to be out in my she shed. I thought I had the box in here, but she's the one I sent the hats to, y'all, for the crybaby. I said we was gonna do that too for the. I don't know if you've seen it, Dora. You probably didn't watch the replay all the way through or what have you, and that's okay. But I'm just saying that I have a little shovel, pick, and rake. It's like a shovel. 2 different shovels and a pick. Anyway, that I got from the Dollar General, I believe, is a garden kit. It's $3. But I thought about using it and doing another lady in the garden kind of design. And that design there that I did with the lady in the garden, I did that on 2 candy cane frames, and I made it a swag. That's why it's long. And she's climbing up, if you will, like into the flower bed. Blah, I can talk. Yeah, maybe drink. LOL. I don't know. The different ribbons just depends on me. Depends on what I got. You can use the same ribbon throughout the whole bow. You can do 6, 8, 10 loops. You can do 2 loops. You can do 1 loop. I only did 1 loop of this because that's all I had. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. This one particular, I got 2 loops and 2 tails. 2 loop, 2 tail. The only one that does have 2 loops is the only one I had just a piece of this beige with the 2.5 for the beige with the ladybugs. And so I only had that 1 piece, so that's all I could put on there. So we stuck it in there. That's why I'm saying there's no rule against that. And a lot of people will. And that's what brought me to talking about Grace Monroe. And I was going to tell y'all, they have Flower Friday today at 4 o'clock. Dang, they just went off, but they're on replay. They just went off. They come on at 4 o'clock Alabama time. It's now fixing to be 5. Flower Friday. And they'll send you an email and remind you if you wanted to. But they do their Flower Fridays. And the other day they made a bicycle wheel. And I have an orange bicycle wheel. And I made a bicycle with Alabama on it that I put out by my mailbox. But I just do whatever comes to my brain. Hope you do a live if you do another girl. I will. I really was thinking about it. So the only thing is it needs to be done now because it's March. It needs to be April. And it still would possibly sell because it's still, just now getting to be spring. Because people got Easter, if you will, and then they're really going to want a spring. So it's very likely that I could do that. And it still would sell. So, not a problem. Okay, so let's go with this on the top. And then I think we're going to stop and put the 1.5 of the little white ladybug on there again on the very tip top. I didn't put the solid black. I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. I love this ribbon. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I'm just like, I love it. There's just some ribbon I can't get enough of sometimes. And this is one of them. The loops, I don't go bigger as far as out to a 7. I don't usually go bigger than a 6 personally because I don't like my design with a loopity floppity bow. Some designs look great that way, especially like in a floral or more of a whimsical kind of thing maybe, but not in everything to me. Personally, I don't like mine to be that big, and I don't have control of them if they get too long. You know what I mean? I can't get them to stay where I want them if they're too long. They're just flop. So I don't like that. That's why I don't go that length. I'm going to go just a little shorter right here. But, everybody, you can make it do better than I, Everybody's different. Everybody's got their own skill, and mine is just, I don't like it when I can't make them stand where I want them. So I don't get too way out. Now, the ones I'm talking about, Grace Monroe, they'll go 7, 8 inches long on their loops, and they do like 15 loops or something. And they use the same ribbon on a lot of them. And sometimes she uses 12 different, she'll use 6, 7 different colors, or sometimes she uses the same color. Just, it just is a preference of what you're making out that time. And it really is. And again, how do you choose your colors? Well, What sign? What is your thing? Because my biggest problem, especially back when I first started, is I camouflaged everything in because everything was the same color. And you don't want that. You want it to be that's why I'm like, I need to put this between that and make it pop a little bit with the white. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said that, and because I'm bad, because it's black and red and white, black, red and white, black, red and white, black, red and white, and it winds up all just being like a camouflage kind of thing if you ain't careful. That's been my problem in the very beginning. Y'all, there's many a time Chris like, I can't find your sign or your item or whatever I was putting on it, because I would literally camouflage it into the design with all the other colors all coming together as one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got to cut our okay, we're going to use, I got to cut my tails too, but I'm just trying to decide if I wrap them all up what I want. Oh, what do I hear? I guess it's a bird or something. Okay. I think I'm going to take a break, y'all. I am very tired. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to finish this bow first, though. I may cut my tails. I need to come back on in a little bit. I need to go eat. I didn't eat but a couple of bites of that burger last night, which is so good, but I had not eaten, and I just got so full so quick. And I hadn't eaten since. But you love the yarn? Oh, good. I swear I had some other colors. But all I found, I had 2 bags, and both of them was beige and cream. Beige and cream. I'm like, where's the other? I don't know. I don't think I've boxed it up. I really don't. I don't know. But I will keep you in mind for anything I come across. Oh, we got to do our drawing for today, y'all. Kathy, that's going to be so pretty. Thank you. Let me put my little loop. Hold on. What to do with it? I think I'm putting stuff up. Hold on. We got to put this one on the top. We got to draw a name for our gifting, okay? Hold on. Let's just do this right here and put our little loop. And then again, I'm just going to do a 1 loop in the center. And that way, we ain't got to worry about pipe cleaner and all that. And so, again, we got 1 loop, and we got our tails. Now, you know, and you can do them however long, however short, all the things, you know. There ain't no rule. No rule. Do your boo. Okay? So, I sometimes cut them shorter. I don't really mess with my tails too much until I go outside to take pictures. That's when I take my scissors and my phone and I go outside and I'll take pictures, and then I will decide when I take a picture, look at the picture and I can see all my mistakes and boo-boos, because that's what's going to tell me the most. I can't see it as much as if I take a picture that I can see everything. It's like it comes slapping you in the head. For real. Mine do. My errors are where I need to tweak it, or maybe this, you know, the ribbon's poking a different direction than it needs to be, or, you know what I'm saying? Pictures is what helps me tweak my designs as far as the ribbon. Let me get this up out of the floor so I quit rolling all over it. Come here. Come here. Okay. Down. Okay. Pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner. These rabies. Okay. 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 Yeah. I am tired. I am. I didn't rest much. I got up early because he's in there whispering. Y'all, I don't care. You can come through this house just loud, chaos. It don't matter. You won't wake me up. But you try to sneak around and you try to be whispering. I don't know why, but it wakes me up in a heartbeat. It does. It's the dangest thing. I'm trying to find the pliers, y'all. I think I put them up. But he's in there whispering on the phone. I'm like, thank you, Daddy. But, and then I walk through the living room like, oh, okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm like, really? Whatever. I don't care. Do I care? No. Oh my goodness. Okay. Troubles in Paradise. 20 years of it, y'all. 20 years. Okay. So I love this one. And I think this came from the this beigey one. I'm pretty sure it was the one from Old Time Pottery from maybe a year or two ago. I do. When I go down there, I try to buy as much as I can, because that's where my other store is in Birmingham that I like to buy my supplies at. I went live from there, But I don't like advertising it on here because people that do it find out about it, and I don't like people to know where I buy my stuff. And it's local stuff, you know. Online is fine. They're not online. So, anyway, point being, I don't have to worry about nobody else getting some of the things I can get first, if you will, you know. I don't know. But that's just one of them things. It's top secret. Ancient Chinese secret. Okay. My poor hands don't want to work. All right. So let me fluff this just a second, and then we're going to pull a name. And then I've got to get my boxes ready to be shipped. I've got one to go to Sally. I've got one to go for whoever wins this March drawing. And then let's see. That one's way longer than that one. I'm like, why? Okay. But that one really needs to come in. Hold on. Hold on, please. Again, I can always finagle my, I don't know. I can always pull. All right. Now, let's draw a name. I'm going to take a break. And then I will probably come back on after a while. I've got to go eat. We'll see. I'm going to chill out for a little bit. I'm a little tired. My back is hurting. Oh, I was online last night looking. I came across my messages, like when anybody messages you from your business page, it sends automatic bot questions that you put in for the answers and questions that people can ask. They were so outdated. I'm like, oh my gosh, that took me forever. Because I hadn't done it in so long. Y'all, I'm like, oh my gosh, people see that? Okay, names. Hold on. I'll tell y'all what we're going to do today. If I can find my notebook right here. All right. For the month of March, I have Miss Cynthia. I have Christy. I have Shirley Singleton. I have Sylvia Hawkins, Dora, Beverly Faulkner, Judy Grace, Dusty Watson, and Hard Mama Lewis, I believe it is. It's a page. So, I was going to, just stab a pen at it, but I don't guess I will. Y'all, I got ribbons everywhere. Okay. I need me, somethings. Y'all know what I need? I need me one of them. I do have one. One of those little baskets that you spin the bingo thing in. I swear. I do. And I put it in the garage sale stuff because I decided I didn't want it. But I don't remember if I took it. I'm trying to find a pen, y'all. Here it is. Sorry. I think he's pulling up too. I think it's okay. Cynthia, Christy. Every time you share, if you tell me you do, every time you do, I mark you down, and every time I'll put your name in here. And Christy, and then Sylvia. But you have to tell me because I don't always know. Sylvia. It don't show me because everybody's privacy settings are different. And Dora. And let's see, Dora. And Dora. Indora. No, y'all, my stepdaughter had a picture of her youngest, which is like 6, 7. God, these babies just keep getting older. And then Beverly. So every time that you do share, doesn't matter, a post, a live, a reel, whatever, the stories, you have to tell me you did. And every time you do, I mark it down. And each time for you doing it, I put your name in the drawing every time for each time. So however many times you share anything, and you tell me, your name goes in the hat again. All right, and then Judy. Then I'm going to tear them up and we'll toss them around. Dusty. I think Dusty was with his little grandbaby a while ago. I'm sorry. Y'all, I thought Dusty was a guy for so long because I never really looked at pictures I just thought Dusty, I thought a guy. Y'all, bless him. Bless her. She a grandmama. She got a little baby in her hand. And, okay. All right. So, here we go. Now, I got my scissors. Oh, let's not get the good ones. Let's get the old ones. Don't cut paper with your good ones. I'm gonna get that book. Alright. I felt so bad. But Dusty, she used to come on with me so much late night. Oh my gosh, late night. Me and my sister-in-law so many times. Several times she was here. We'd be on live late. And Dusty was in there with us. And we'd have so much fun. Dusty remembers my sister-in-law. I think she's the only one that really was with us during some crazy times. We just had fun. We made it was October, but we made a snowman out of the little bitty round grapevines, the little bitty ones. We painted it. We put a star. We did all the things. Y'all, it was just fun. We just had fun. And so, all right. Now, all the names, I'm just going to toss them. I ain't even going to pay attention. I'm going to look at y'all, and we're just going to scramble them up, and we're going to pull a name. Y'all ready? Do a drum roll. Somebody. My phone over here is dying now. Hold on. Close. All right, hold on. Let me plug this up real fast. Real fast. Resuscitate. Hold up. 1 second. Y'all ready? I ain't got no drum rolls. Just throw some hearts. Gotta throw some hearts. Somebody gotta throw some hearts. 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 I'm just saying, I'm not gonna pull no names. I'll see some. Alright. Dusty. I told her up. That's Dusty. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for playing. We will work on some new designs, and that's exciting to do. I love doing stuff like that. I love doing new things. Well, I say new, something different. But, anywho, yes, thank y'all. Thank you, Dusty. Dusty, you're watching on the replay. Sometimes she watches the replay, but I'll have to post and tag her. So y'all keep doing all the sharing, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you all for the stars. I appreciate it greatly. And if I decide to come back on after a while, I'll post it in the stories. And if you're not in the Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, and you want to be reminded when I go live, I don't remind or send out messages like after 7, 8 o'clock. So just, because it's too late. But if you want to be on there, just message me and let me know that you want to be on the Messenger for the reminders of going live. That way you get them. But y'all have a good evening. I'm going to get some in my belly and rest a minute. My back is thumping. Thank y'all for being here, and I appreciate y'all so much. And I got to go order Amazon after a while, too. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks. Have a good Friday night. And don't do nothing I wouldn't do. That's open. Bye. Thank you.